Hey everyone, it's Steve. I'm back after a short break from YouTube, and I've got a focused plan on how to get you carving with a lot less frustration. And it starts with this series on the fundamentals. Welcome to my new series of videos on how to make wood carving easier. Now, previously I had created a video titled How to Make Wood Carve Easier. In that video, while I did mention some of the tips and techniques briefly, that video is mostly focused on finding something to spray or soak on the wood to treat the wood to make it actually softer and easier to carve. It is a pretty good video, and if you haven't had a chance to check it out, I'll link that at the end of this video. In this series, the focus is going to be on a practical and beginner-friendly set of instructions and demonstrations for the fundamentals, things that are important to get right when you start learning to carve wood. By getting them right and practicing them, your journey will be a little bit easier along the way. Each episode in this series is going to focus on a specific skill, and what we're going to do is we're going to break down core skills into simple and repeatable steps. I'm going to use hands-on demonstrations plus some practical tips. We're going to have some quick wins for beginners and deeper dives for seasoned carvers. And those deeper dives could come from answers to viewer questions. So if you have any questions along the way, make sure you leave comments down below. I'll be sure to answer each one, and we can add some of that information into the future episodes on this series. Okay, now let's start with something you can use right away. Let's create a comfortable and a safe carving area. Thought I'd start out by kind of showing you my main carving station here at the desk. Now keep in mind, there's a lot of extra gear on here, cameras, arms, and things like that I use for making YouTube videos. The main thing is that you have a comfortable place to sit. This chair doesn't look like much, but it's comfortable, and have a clean working space. I know there's a lot of people like to carve in their recliners, and there's nothing wrong with that. One advantage I have using a space like I have here is it's all just a concrete floor, and it's easy to clean up, easy to sweep up the chips when you're done, and that kind of helps out. Now, if you're going to be carving in your recliner, it depends on what kind of flooring you have. Most of our house is like a laminate wood floor. That's also very easy to clean up. So then the biggest issue becomes getting the wood chips out of the chairs and stuff like that, but well worth it if you want to carve in comfort. The other thing is, I'll show here just a couple of shots. One is I'm carving in this chair, and it's typically how I carve when I'm not making a video. I'm in this same comfortable chair. I'm leaned back a little bit and holding the workpiece close to my body. And what that allows me to do, it's a comfortable position, but it also allows me to anchor my arms kind of on the sides of my body, and that limits the amount of movement I have when using tools. And the big benefit of that is safety, and control, but more importantly safety. If a knife slips or a gouge slips, I can't go real far with it because my arm or hand or wrist will hit my body. And then this next shot here is showing how I carve when I'm making videos. Now the camera is moved out of the way in this shot. Normally that's pretty much right in my face, and I've got my nose up by that mount and looking right past it. But the main thing I wanted to show with this view is that my forearms are resting on the edge of the desk, and if you're going to be carving for hours at a time, I don't recommend doing that. That's not the best ergonomics, and having your arm on that sharp corner will make your arm sore eventually. So if you do like to have your arms supported and you're not comfortable supporting them on your body like I did in the previous shot, then maybe you could carve on the edge of a table or a desk, but put down some kind of foam pad. I know there's you can get these gel pads that are meant for like your wrist in front of a keyboard. Those would be a great option too if you're going to have your arms on the edge of that desk. Okay, so I've kind of shown you what I use for a carving station, different positions depending on if I'm recording or not. And I've given you some ideas or thoughts about other places you could carve. So now I think is a good time that you put a little thought into where you want to do your carving. Do you have a comfy chair in front of the TV and watching some Steve Hunter wood carving videos while you carve? Or do you have a shop space where you can clean up easily? And go ahead and click on the next video in the series where we're going to talk about safe knife handling and some basic cuts. So whether you're new to wood carving and new to the channel, or you've been watching my videos and you've been carving but struggling a little bit, this playlist, this series, I think you'll find it helpful, and take the time to work through each one of the concepts, and hopefully that'll help build your confidence and keep you carving, and you'll grow to enjoy the hobby. So if this series sounds like something that you could find helpful, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and hit the notification bell, and that'll let you know when the next episode comes out.